nutrient need in the liver. What happens when our bodies have too much sugar? Eating sugary foods make you feel full longer, but your body is missing, for a while, but your body is missing out on lots of good stuff like proteins, vitamins, and minerals, which it could be getting from healthier food choices. Tooth decay is caused by the acid made by the bacteria that grow in sugar. The acid eats away at the enamel of the teeth. Too many sugar-sweetened beverages are one of the causes of children becoming obese. And being overweight increases the chances of getting diabetes. But did you know that it can make you sick? The body's microbiome is made up of trillions of good bacteria that digest our food, produce vitamins, and protect it from germs and diseases. But when kids consume too much sugar, it can alter the balance between the good and the bad bacteria and weaken their immune system. So although you may still get frequent colds, your symptoms would be reduced if your sugar intake was reduced as well. Children who stub fruits and vegetables and other healthy fare may not be picky eaters after all. They just might be loading up on too much sugar, which causes stomach aches and a poor appetite. So we need to swap sugar. We need to look at smart substitutions because we know that our kids are going to be drawn towards what their friends are eating. So instead of ice cream, try freezing plain Greek yogurt and adding fresh fruit or applesauce instead of sugar when you're baking. Nix the juice. So even if the juice box says 100% juice, organic, or no sugar added, it doesn't mean it's healthy. In fact, a typical juice pouch has 22 grams of sugar. Try water or seltzer and add some fruit and vegetables to change the taste. Soda is an obvious one, but sugar can also show up in orange juices, sports drinks, and smoothies. Even if your child plays sports, water should be enough to rehydrate. Read the labels for sneaky sugars. So, the new food labels are supposed to include a line for added sugar. But in the meantime, take a good look at your labels. Sugar can hide in unsuspecting foods like pastas, pasta sauce, prepackaged oatmeal, salad dressing, processed foods, and cereal. In fact, a recent study said that children's cereal can have 40% more sugar than adults. Be careful about healthy alternatives. You might think honey and agave are better choices, but just because it's natural doesn't mean it's healthier. Get creative with other things like vanilla, cinnamon, or nutmeg. Instead of syrup, try fresh fruit or almond butter on your pancakes. You're adding the flavor without dumping a whole bunch of sugar into it. Mix the yogurt in the evenings. So offer yogurt during the day and not before bedtime. Scan the label to make sure sugar isn't listed as one of the first ingredients, or offer plain yogurt and add your own fruit instead. That one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teaspoons of sugar in it. So how much sugar per day? Between 5 to 10% of your total energy intake in the day. That means if you drink one soft drink at your ages, you will have much more than your daily sugar allowance for the day, as it has 12 to 15 teaspoons of sugar, and 5 teaspoons would be your max. The easiest way to cut down on sugar is to incorporate healthy eating habits, which is what we're going to talk about. Your body is a wonderful machine. First of all, it builds itself in your mom's tummy. It works hard, growing bigger and stronger, repairs itself like healing broken arms. It runs all the systems in the body needed to keep your body working. It's more complicated than the most expensive computer, and it's free. To look after this amazing body machine, you need to keep it supplied with the right kind of fuel. Does your family have a car? Do you go to the gas station sometimes when your mom or dad are filling up the car with fuel? Have you ever noticed that there are different types of fuel, diesel, regular, etc.? The kind of fuel you buy depends on the type of fuel your car's engine runs on. Your body runs on the fuel it gets from what you eat. If it doesn't get the right kind of fuel, then it doesn't work very well. Or like your parents' car, it could break down. Good food is a good habit. So a diet which contains all the nutrients, carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins, and minerals are required by a child for optimum growth is the term we use as a balanced diet. What is protein? Protein helps grow and repair the body. They are called bodybuilding foods. Protein is essential for life. It is made up of 22 amino acids, also called the building blocks, because they assemble in many different ways to build protein. Our body makes about 13 amino acids, and the remaining 9 must be obtained from the food that you eat in your diet. Non-essential amino acids are made in the body, and essential amino acids are obtained from food. Proteins are needed to make enzymes, hormones, and neurotransmitters that are critical for your body and your brain to function properly. What are the benefits of protein? They help stabilize blood sugar levels, maintain your weight because they make you feel full longer, improve your ability to learn and concentrate, boost energy levels, reduce brain fog, supports muscles and bones, making you strong, supports the absorption of important nutrients, and protects your heart health. Some protein foods are things like chicken, quinoa, lean ground beef, edamame, or hummus dip, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, milk, peanut butter has a little bit, beans, tofu, lentils, and nuts and seeds have a little bit. At your ages, you want to aim for about 2 servings a day at least, and use your palm as your guide. So as you can see in the picture, the size of your palm is the size of a protein serving. What are carbohydrates? They provide energy for daily activity, they provide energy to allow proper organ function, and they provide the energy of life. There are 2 major types of carbohydrates, simple and complex. Simple, they are also called simple sugars. They're found in refined sugar like white sugar you see in a sugar bowl. If you have a lollipop, you're eating simple carbs. But you'll also find simple sugars in more nutritious foods like milk and fruit. It's healthier to get your simple sugars from foods like that. Why? Because sugar isn't added to them, and they also contain vitamins, fiber, and important nutrients like calcium. A lollipop has a lot of added sugar, and it doesn't contain important nutrients. Complex carbohydrates are also called starches. Starches include grains like breads, crackers, pasta, and rice. As with simple sugars, complex carb foods are better choices than others. Refined grains, such as white flour, have been processed, which remove the nutrients and the fiber. But unrefined grains still contain these vitamins and minerals. They're also rich in fiber, which helps your digestive system work well. Fiber helps you feel full, so you're less likely to overeat. A bowl of oatmeal fills you up better than the sugary candy with the same amount of calories. You can use your palm as a guide, and you can have about 5 servings a day. 1 cup handful or 1 piece of bread or fruit counts as 1 serving. How does your body use carbs? When you eat carbs, your body breaks them down into simple sugars, which are absorbed into the bloodstream. As the sugar level rises in your body, the pancreas releases a hormone called insulin. Insulin is needed to move the sugar from the blood into the cells, where the sugar can be used as an energy source. When this process goes too fast, as with simple sugars, you're more likely to feel hungry again soon. When it goes more slowly, as with whole grain food, you'll be satisfied longer. These types of complex carbs give you energy over a longer period of time. You're probably already on the right track if you're limiting simple sugars, such as candy, and eating more complex carbs like vegetables, oatmeal, whole grain, wheat bread. Fruits and veggies. You want to have 2 servings of fruit a day and 5 servings of vegetables a day every day. And that's going to give us our micronutrients and the vitamins and minerals we need. Diets high in fruits and vegetables and legumes could decrease the risk of obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular disease. Most children eat less than the recommended amount of fruits and vegetables. Such habits formed in childhood are likely to remain into adulthood, resulting in chronic diseases later in life. Eating a variety of vegetables and fruit ensures an adequate intake of most micronutrients, dietary fiber, phytochemicals, and it also leaves less room for the diets high in fat, sugar, and salt. Because fruits and vegetables are high in water and fiber and low in energy, they help to make us feel full longer and decrease energy intake. You want to eat a rainbow of fruits and vegetables every day. The benefits are usually related to phytochemicals. So those are the protective chemical compounds found in these whole plant foods. Eating plenty of vegetables, legumes, and fruits ensures adequate intake of nutrients and phytochemicals. Examples of phytochemicals through a variety include 2 green leafy vegetables providing folate, yellow and orange fruits and vegetables for carotenoids, red tomatoes, cherries, and currants for other phytonutrients. Children and adolescents are encouraged to eat a wide range of salads, stir-fried vegetables, and fruits in different forms because it's likely that the protection properties of these foods against degenerative diseases begin when we're young. So turn yourself into a superhero against germs and eat your fruits and vegetables. What are healthy fats? In your body, it's the way you store energy for later. There are 3 different types of fats that we eat. Saturated fatty acids come from animal foods, dairy foods, and some oils that come from plants, like coconut. Polyunsaturated fats come from plants, fish, and most plant oils. This is where we get our healthy omega-3 fatty acids from fish, fish oils, hemp seeds, that kind of thing. And monounsaturated fats from plant products like olive oil, avocado, nuts, and seeds. The unhealthy fats are things like trans fats, which are in processed foods, hydrogenated fats like margarine, and cooking oils like corn oil, soybean, and safflower oil. If you're helping your mom and dad cook, you should use things like avocado oil and olive oil instead of these unhealthy fats. Fats improve our skin health, strengthen our bones, improve digestion, reduce inflammation, promote heart health, improve brain and memory function, increase energy levels, control hunger, and promote healthy metabolism. So some great fat options would be avocados, whole eggs, peanut butter, whole fat yogurt, almond butter, pumpkin seeds, oils like olive, vegetable, avocado, whole milk, fish. Those are just some things that I put down on the page. Water is even more important than food to your body because our bodies are made up of mostly water. More than half of your body weight is water. That doesn't mean your body is like a glass that when you fill with water, your feet would get pretty soggy. What it means is that water is the biggest part of all the fluids that travel around in your body. And there is a lot of water inside your cells too. Even your bones have water in them. So what does your body do with all this water so you aren't sloshing around while you walk? Blood and lymph are the main ways the body gets food and oxygen to your cells, and the waste gets taken away. It carries digestive enzymes around your digestive system so your food can be broken down into tiny bits your body needs. All the stuff your body doesn't need has to get out of your body somehow. Urine, pee is mostly water, poop is mostly water, and some of it comes out as we breathe. Water keeps our bodies at the right temperature. Water comes out through our pores when we sweat during exercise or on hot days. Water is in the fluid that keeps our joints moving smoothly, like our knees and elbows, so that our bones don't creak and groan like a rusty swing. Saliva is mostly water, and we know we need more water because our mouths can become very dry without it. Mucus is also water. That's the stuff you see when you get a runny nose. Mucus is very important as it keeps our eyes, ears, noses, throats, and all the inside bits smooth and slippery so that everything can run around your body without getting sick. How much water do you need? Adults use up to 2 liters per day, and smaller bodies do use less. If you're 8 years old, you might use up to 1 liter per day. So you have to replace that much water. How to replace it? You can get some of that water from food like fruits and vegetables. So remember to eat 2 servings of fruit and 5 servings of vegetables. Aim for around 6 cups of water a day. If you're active and exercising like hockey or dance, your body will need more. So this is the minimum. Eating a balanced diet just means choosing the foods in the right amounts from each of the food groups. Carbohydrates, around 5 servings a day. Vegetables and fruit, follow that 2 to 5 rule. So 5 servings of vegetables, 2 servings of fruit. Dairy, 2 servings. Meat and legumes, that's our protein, 2 servings a day. Fats, you can add fats like avocados, nuts, and seeds to your day, but we do get most of what we need because we eat animals and animal products. Breakfast is super important. What you eat is turned into energy. If you don't eat breakfast, then your store of energy will be low, like when the gas light comes on in your mom or dad's car. Then you can't think or work as well because your stomach will keep letting you know it needs food. Math and some of the other activities that require thinking are going to be much harder to do. Breakfast is really 2 words, break and fast. Fasting is when you don't eat food, and all night you've been sleeping and not eating, unless you got up and did a midnight raid of the fridge. So breakfast is when you break the fast by eating. Your stomach will be very happy about it, and your body will be able to use the energy from food to send you off to school or play all fueled up. Some good breakfast ideas: cereal with milk or almond, coconut, or goat's milk, and a piece of fruit. Toast with nut butter and banana. Smoothies are great. Eggs and toast, oatmeal and berries, plain Greek yogurt and fruit. Leftovers can work. Just don't skip breakfast. Lunch is another one. And what are some things that we could have in a healthy lunch box? Or even if we're at home eating lunch. Some lunch ideas: make your own Lunchables. Rice crackers, rice cakes, or whole grain crackers. Hummus, guacamole, or natural selection deli slices. And cucumber. Fruit skewers, strawberries, grapes, cheese, any kind of fruit really. 3 ingredient wrap ideas: peanut butter, banana, whole grain wrap, leftover meat, hummus and spinach, sliced hard-boiled eggs, lettuce and mayo, leftover chili and cheese in a whole grain wrap. Supper: you can help mom and dad with supper ideas by going through some healthy recipes at the beginning of the week and picking out 1 or 2 that you would like to try. Are you starving when you get home from school? Well, instead of heading to the cupboard and looking for chips and cookies, why not try some of these? A small sandwich or a wrap, rice cakes, fresh fruit, veggies, guacamole or hummus, plain popcorn, cheese and an apple or an apple with peanut butter, hard-boiled eggs with veggies, Greek yogurt or cottage cheese with fruit. So junk food, food that has too much of something we don't need or too much of the things we do not need, are called junk food. Fast foods, fatty foods, fizzy drinks, chocolates are fun to have sometimes, but it's not good to have all the time. Fast foods have a lot of sugar or salt in them, all the things the body needs in only a little bit. Too many soft drinks and mostly fast food means you'll be missing out on getting enough of the vitamins and other good things that will help you grow strong and healthy.